Look, if you're a copywriter that's still trying to get clients, the number one best thing that you can do that's absolutely crucial is to build your Instagram profile into a client attraction machine. And of course, that is exactly what I'm gonna show you how to do in this video. You're gonna know exactly what to post, what to avoid posting, and of course, how many followers you should have, and a whole bunch of other things. All of your questions are going to be answered in this one short video. And make sure you stick around until the end, because I will be giving you my quick start guide to building a client magnet Instagram in as little as 7 days or less. Because man, let's be honest, Instagram is one of the hottest platforms out right now. Every business has got an Instagram. And if you're on Instagram, but you got a blank profile, or your Instagram is just all jacked up with some random pictures, then man, I'm gonna need to change your life right now with this video, because your Instagram needs to be set up in a specific way so that when you outreach to clients and they go and browse through your profile, it builds trust and authority and makes them want to work with you. So starting with building your Instagram profile, one of the main goals of your Instagram is to, of course, show what you know. So you're gonna wanna make posts, whether that be carousels or reels, about you speaking about lessons that you learned with copywriting or marketing topics that people can use to actually close more clients and make more money. Now, of course, it does help to actually post content that is specific to your ideal niche that you'll be targeting. For example, if you're targeting fitness brands, you might not want to post about how financial companies can make more money. And look, I also want to clear up the fact that the information in these reels or posts does not have to be groundbreaking. It can just be some more simple tips that are just there to show your client that you didn't just wake up yesterday and decide, hey, this copywriting thing looks like easy money. Let me go try that and see if I can sell my services to some people. So here's an example of something that you might post on your Instagram. So the hook would be something like, here's something that Brandon Carter does to close more high ticket clients. Okay, so if you were reaching out to high ticket business coaches or anything like that, then this might be a great post for you, because it actually borrows authority from somebody else. One of the biggest questions when somebody is listening to a tip or a tutorial on something is, why should I listen to you? So by you actually borrowing Brandon Carter's authority, you're no longer saying, trust me, you're saying, hey, here's this one thing that Brandon Carter did, and maybe if you did the same thing, you can get some of the same results that he had. And now the second goal of your client attraction Instagram is to build authority and social proof. Now, this is where things like testimonials and follower count do come into play. And guys, let me tell you, if you have testimonials and you're able to put them on your Instagram in the highlights, it's gonna go a long way to proving your social proof and your authority. Other things that you can post, for example, is if you've gotten a great result for a client, like one of your emails got a really high open rate or a high click rate, or when your emails actually ended up making a lot of money, you can post that on your highlights, or you can even make a reel about it. So for example, you can make a reel and start it with, here's how I made $2,000 for my client with only one email. Now, like I said, these types of posts build authority like crazy and also really separate you from the copywriting crowd. Now, if you don't have any testimonials, that's all good. It's not a big deal, but I would highly recommend doing your best to go ahead and get some. And of course, I do need to mention, if you're wondering about how many followers you need to actually start outreaching on Instagram, the answer is not really a lot, okay? You don't have to be out here being Kylie Jenner, okay, or some Instagram influencer. Maybe just 100 or a couple hundred is more than enough, okay? The reason why you don't wanna have like 0 or 10 is because your account would look brand new and it would just kind of look like a spam bot account, right? That just doesn't build very much trust. So if you have at least 100 or maybe a couple hundred followers, that goes a long way in actually building social proof. And of course, it does not take a long time to get 100 followers, okay? You can go from 0 to 100 followers in a couple of days. All it takes is a little bit of engagement with other people's profiles and maybe a little bit of follow for follow, and you'll be good to go. And guys, the third step of building your Instagram is, of course, you want to build know, like, and trust. So one of the things that a lot of beginner copywriters get wrong when they're creating their Instagram is they make it all about copywriting, all about marketing, and of course, all about promotion. Now, you don't want to do this because your page is basically gonna look like one big promo page, right? It's gonna be too salesy. Now, we've spoken about this before when it comes to copywriting, but the same goes for client acquisition. We do not want to be too salesy. We don't want to make a whole bunch of CTAs like, hey, DM me if you want a copywriter, or DM me if you want an email marketer, or anything like that. Some of our posts, we want to make just personal posts, just like it's our personal Instagram. So for example, maybe just some posts of you at the beach or you out traveling. These are high value activities that will show your clients that you're not just some low value basement dweller, even if you are, right? Because I know I was a basement dweller when I was first starting my copywriting career, because I wasn't going out really doing much, but posting things like this do build your social proof and your authority, and also build the know, like, and trust factor, because it makes you look like a real human. It really fleshes you out. And of course, some other things that you can do to build that know, like, and trust is to post you doing some of your hobbies, or maybe post you talking about some of your interests. Reason being is because maybe every once in a while, you and a client may have a particular common interest. And if you have that common interest, well, that of course is gonna make them know, like, and trust you just that little bit more. And people wanna do business with people that they like, trust me. And of course, guys, this needs to be said, you should always post at least one video of you getting on camera and speaking about copywriting or marketing. The reason being is because that is the number one best way to go ahead and build your trust with other people online, because they're gonna feel like they got that face to face. They're gonna feel like they actually met you in real life. And so guys, here is my quick start guide to building your Instagram profile in the next 7 days so that you can get more copywriting clients. So first of all, of course, you're gonna have at least 100 followers, okay? 100 followers minimum before you start outreaching, which is not a lot. You can get that in a couple of days. Next of all, you wanna have at least 9 posts. Okay. The reason why you want to have at least 9 posts is because it looks like you have at least a full block of uploads. Okay. You don't want to look like you have like 2 or 3, because it looks super bare and it's like, what is this guy doing? He's super vague. He's super mysterious. I don't know anything about him yet. He doesn't even have enough posts to fill a block. Okay. So you're going to want to have at least 9 posts. You don't need to have 20, 30, 40, 50. You can if you want to. It doesn't really matter. There's no such thing as too much, but there's no reason to have or to need like 100 uploads. Okay, you really don't need to put that much time into your Instagram. Next of all, your bio is going to need to be your offer statement. Okay, your offer statement consists of who you help, what you help them get, and how you help them get that. So for example, I help fitness brands go from 6 figures to 7 figures using email marketing and funnels. For example, after you build your awesome bio, of course, you're gonna need an awesome profile picture to go with it, which should be a clear picture of your face, okay? Now, I think that kind of goes without saying, but some people don't have that. Trust me, some people don't even have that. And lastly, but certainly not least, guys, please do not put .scales in your Instagram name, okay? Because my name on Instagram is Tyson.Scales, and there's literally like Bobby Scales, Billy Scales, Timmy Scales, Jimmy Scales. Like, it's crazy. Everybody puts .Scales now, and it's getting to the point where everybody looks like clones, okay? So don't put .Scales in your name. Be at least a little bit original and creative with your name. And yeah, that's about it. And of course, just like I said, my name on Instagram is Tyson.Scales. So if you're looking for some inspiration on what to post, you can go ahead and go to my Instagram account. It's also linked down in the description. Now that you know how to actually set up your Instagram to get clients, you're gonna need to know the best outreach strategies to actually get these clients on Instagram. So I'm gonna put a couple free courses on screen right now that you can go ahead and click to learn how to get clients. I walk you through everything A to Z. And of course, that is it for today. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.